Hello, good evening, legends. This is your host, Clip after the Club. I have a sports board live right here in Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area. Today, legends, I'll talk to you guys about the fact that Paige VanZant has signed with BKFC Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. I'll get you guys into that for sure. I'm gonna talk to you guys about the fact that PL just won the Synopsis Sports Media Award. I'm gonna talk to you guys about the fact that suspended baseball player Joe Kelly, who's suspended from the Astros and A's brawl. I'll tell you what he said on the Big Swing podcast. Keith Lee getting hit with a fireball last night. PacMan Jones setting Joe Haden Steelers jerseys on fire. I'm gonna talk to you guys also about the fact that 3 FSU wide receivers, including Tamorrion Terry, spoke out about lack of transparency in coronavirus testing at FSU. I'll get you guys into that for sure. I'm gonna get you guys into also just the fact that ICW, Evolve, WXW, Progress Wrestling are heading to the WWE Network starting this Saturday, and I'll tell you what content you guys are gonna expect for sure. So that's all I'm gonna have for that. Shotzi Blackheart's car, her ride was found with all her gear and her helmet inside. And that's really good news. I will say that for sure. And well, perhaps also just the fact that also Travis Kelce, he's agreeing on parameters on a four-year extension offer that's going to keep him through 2025, and the fact that George Kittle agreed to a huge offer. By the way, like a 5-year, $75 million offer. I'll get you guys to that just for sure, and that's all the news I will have for that. But I want to start things off just the fact that Paige VanZant, she has signed with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, or BKFC. That is how you guys want to say that. So once again, everybody, Paige VanZant has signed with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Congrats to her on that, or BKFC. So that's surprising news right there, everybody. And, you know, she's a former UFC fighter herself, though, and she's competed in numerous matches. One against Raquel Pennington, I guess, or Rachel, something like that. But, you know, say her UFC career is over, and she's gonna be signed with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Congrats to her on that big move. I can tell you that. And also some other news I want to get down to, by the way, that PFL, the Pro Fighting League, they have won the Synopsis Sports Media Award. Congrats to them on that, and that's really good. I will say that for sure, everybody. On that note, also guys, George Kittle. That's how I want to address that. George Kittle has agreed to a 5-year, $75 million extension offer, $18 million signing bonus with the 49ers. He's gonna have 40 million injury guarantee, and he's gonna have 30 million at signing. So this is a really good move for him. That is, I will say that for sure. So George Kittle once again has agreed to a 5-year, $75 million extension offer with the 49ers. 18 million signing bonus, 40 million guaranteed at injury, and 30 million guaranteed at signing. So congrats to him on that. Also, guys, that Travis Kelce is agreeing to parameters on a 4-year extension offer that's going to keep him with the Chiefs, with the Super Bowl champs, the Chiefs, through 2025. So very unknown what the price is going to be, and this is a big move for him. So you got to give him credit's due. So that right there is really surprising news right there, and that's all there is. So congrats to him on that. Comes to the price, so by the way, don't know when the price is going to be. So who knows? Others that we'll get down to, by the way, Shotzi Blackheart has found her 2015 white Honda Civic LYTP 77 ride. It had her gear bag, even her helmet too, even her toothbrush as well. So her gear was found. So cops say they found her white Honda Civic, her 2015 white Honda Civic LY TP77 ride. and it was incredible. So, shout out to Blackguard. You've done a lot, and I know it's tough on you, but you're in a good mood now. You're in a happy place right now that you found your ride, and that it's very unknown that Stu stole a car, by the way. So that's something that no one knows yet. So shout out to Blackheart once again. She has found her ride, her gear bag, and her toothbrush after it was stolen this past Monday night. By the way, so yes, cops did find her car, her 2015 white Honda Civic LY TP77, her gear bag, her helmet. By the way, it's amazing. She'll be at the Performance Center. So that's a good relief right there. So what a relief for Shotzi Black, for the ballsy BA Shotzi Blackguard that is. So gotta give him credit due for that. Also, some others I'm address here, by the way, that Evolve, which was bought by WWE by I think last month, by the way. Evolve, Progress, WXW, and ICW are going to be heading to the WWE Network, by the way. Starting this Saturday, you'll see Evolve, best of Drew McIntyre, and the best of Keith Lee, best of WWE Champ, Drew McIntyre, and Evolve. He was a former Evolve Champ, and now he's the current WWE Champ. The best of Keith Lee, Limitless Keith Lee, who's also the current NXT Champ. Best of Keith Lee and Evolve. WXW, Femme Fatale, 2019, last year. WXW, Ambition 11. Progress Wrestling, Chapter 92. ICW, Insane Championship Wrestling, or ICW's Shug's Hoose Party 5, Night 2. Once again, everybody, Evolve, Progress, WXW, and ICW are going to be debuting this coming Saturday live on the WWE Network. By the way, you'll see some recurrent stars like Aleister Black. You'll see Keith Lee, Jim McIntyre, Austin Theory, King Ricochet, Matt Riddle. You'll see Drew Gulak in there, Kushida, Drew McIntyre, Keith Lee, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be incredible, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy that. So one last time, everybody, Evolve, ICW, Progress, and WXW are going to be debuting this Saturday live on the WWE Network, by the way, on the free version of the WWE Network, which is free for new subscribers, by the way. So, yes, that is really surprising news right there. I will say that. You'll see all the men and women in there competing, current stars in there, and you got to give it credit's due. So, hope you guys enjoy that. So it's must see, must watch, and that's all there is to it. So nothing more to be said there. I will say that. So that's all there's to it. Now I want to talk to you guys also about the what Joe Kelly, the suspended baseball player, said, by the way, on the Big Swing podcast. He said right here that the people who took the fall for what happened is nonsense. Yes, everyone's got involved, but the way that Sunset Pro was run over there was not from the coaching staff. Not they had the boss in charge of that probe. The players themselves, the players get the immunity, and all they do is snitch like a little bee, and they don't have to get fined, and they don't have to lose games. So Joe Kelly was suspended 8 games and fined for throwing a baseball near Astros basement, Alex Bregman, third baseman Alex Bregman. So he got suspended 8 games. Now it's being reduced to 5 games, by the way. So he appealed the decision. But his suspension can be reduced to 5 games, by the way. So yeah, surprising there. And they also said, when you take someone's livelihood to save your own butt, that's what I don't like. Cheating. They clearly cheated. This is regards to the Astros Sunset probe to win the World Series. So they cheated. Everyone knows they're cheaters. They know that cheaters. It's over. It's been there, done that. Now they mess it up by ruining other people's lives. So they messed it up twice where you take someone's name to save your own name. This is one of the worst things that you could probably do. That really bugs me. I think I'll be irritated forever. Says maybe they have called Cora, said, hey, I'm sorry, or called Lunau and said, hey, I'm sorry, or called Hinge and Beltron. If they had said, hey, I'm super scared, I didn't know what to do, I didn't want to lose money, had to rat, grow a pair of balls and say that. His suspension was crazy, by the way. Blows my mind still, and it's been upsetting to him. He was socially distanced, walked away, didn't get close, followed all the CDC guidelines. People on the other side did not. Walked out of their dugout, walked towards us. Carlos Correa, Evan spit at our team. Don't know if it was at me, spit out of his mouth. Guy walks over to the dugout and spits while I follow the rules and get 8 games. They got Dusty Baker on the side verbatim yelling at me, get your little skinny butt on the mound. So my cuss words get 8 games and his cuss words get none. That makes complete sense, right? Welcome to planet Earth, a debacle. Now, really, it's just, he says, well, Carlos shivering back at me. Boo-hoo face felt right because it just sounded like he was complaining. I was like, oh, boo-hoo. For me, it sounded like a bunch of whining. I know exactly what my wife feels like. Says, it just felt right in this moment. It was spur of the moment. It's not like you game plan for that kind of thing. It was my interpretation of him acting like a kid at that point, and I wanted to give him a little kid's face. Now, look, this is beyond absolutely uncalled for. It really is. So, this regards to the Astros silencing and probe, and everyone has been hating on the Astros since. And apparently, Joe Kelly was saying that the Astros are rotten pieces of garbage, snitching on everybody else. And it's just it's just stuff that he said here. So I think it's safe to say that, Joe Kelly probably misses what he said. So obviously, no surprise there. So he did. I mean, he's trying to expose himself. He's trying to expose the Astros for the lives they really are. So that couldn't sue there. I could tell you that. So nothing more to be said there. And others I want to get down to, by the way, that 3 FSU wide receivers, including Tamorrion Terry, spoke out about the lack of transparency in coronavirus testing at FSU. DJ Matthews had coronavirus, but he deleted the tweet quickly. The second tweet, lies within the program. Terry couldn't believe it. Warren Thompson gave clarity in an open letter saying he lied about testing or health protocols at numerous occasions. And he says right here that leadership is based off an I mentality, with them worried about their own well-being, their future, rather than their own athletes. I have been ridiculed about speaking up regarding this issue, and it needs to be addressed for myself to safely continue the season. So basically, Mike Norvell got criticized the public commentary, opinion calling it disappointing. He didn't read the language specifically. So they're working through the policies and procedures that are in place for us. But I've been very transparent with every player I've talked to. Now, FSU refused testing numbers since players returned to campus in June. Many other colleges, including Clemson, Michigan, and Oklahoma, have offered aggregate testing numbers. FSU has not announced any data. That right there seems very synonymous and very awkward, by the way. So that looked good. So basically, there were concerns raised when Matthews had the coronavirus. On Wednesday, players believe Matthews had felt sick prior to testing, but was still able to participate in position meetings, led to quarantines for others. Thompson's words were echoed by Terry's mother, Cindy Rewis, who said, "We need answers and want some truth." She called for Norvell to address concerns raised by parents and players. She said that weekly testing wasn't taking place and that players who had coronavirus were told to remain silent. Now, Norvell spoke with Thompson, by the way. Terry and Matthews on Wednesday night included by coronavirus testing, contact tracing protocols. Norvell didn't ask Matthews to delete his initial tweet and said players are free to post anything they want on social media, whether it's coronavirus issues, whether it's racial injustice, or anything they want, or whether they just want to opt out of the season. That's all they wanted to do. Basically, it says right here, it's like about he had that Marvin Norvell had, by the way. The Norvell met with the team the next day to clear the air and said the situation was largely a misunderstanding. And he thanked Mr. Wilson he thanked Marvin Wilson for bringing up the matter. Since there's a transition anytime there's a new staff at a program. The issue back in May with Marvin, I was able to come out and understand where my mistake was made, own that. We just came together as a team. Now players can post anything they want. Everybody has a platform they can use. I support our players and their voice. The integrity of how we operate, I stand by it every single day. Wilson said he felt safe with what FSU football is doing for us through this crazy pandemic, this coronavirus saga. Now, Norvell was not aware of whether Terry, Thompson, or Matthews would opt out after social media posts, saying repeatedly that all players are free to do so if they have health issues or health concerns. This is voluntary. We got a bunch of guys on this team that have worked extremely hard for the opportunity to play. So basically, what happened here is that 3 FSU players were trying to handle this issue of coronavirus saga, and they were getting like a criticism here. So obviously, I think it's just safe to say that at this point in time, the numbers got to be that's enough. They got to know who opts out. So that's the question I made. But they may not be playing this season. I can tell you that because the ACC, SEC, and Pac-12 are going to have their seasons go forward. They're going to pursue or they're going to pursue with fall sports. FSU's been unknown because they may be going on with fall sports or they may be opting out. So that's going to be a question that remains to be seen right there. This is all due to the coronavirus saga. I can tell you that right now. So no more to that. Another time, I want to say happy birthdays to Nadia, Sapphire, Ben Hogan, Boogie Cousins, Alan Shearer, and Sebastian. Stan, wishing my birthdays, everybody. Send your birthday wishes, your birthday shots, your birthday tweets, your birthday comments down below in the comment section. Please do so, everybody, on that. And that's all you have to do. So, yep, that's nothing more to be said there. That says everything right there. I could tell you that right now. So, yeah, that's surprising news. And, yep, says it all. And others I want to get down to, by the way, the Greek Freak's been suspended 1 game for headbutting Moe Wagner. I mean, look, the Greek Freak, he could play lost. He got ejected in that game against the Wizards. So the Greek Freak headbutts Moe Wagner, and that did not look good there. So Greek Freak's got to get together. He needs to get ready for the playoffs. Maybe make it to the finals, and he can't have that. He can't be headbutting people. You just can't do that. Like, really, you just can't, So basically, Greek Freak needs to get together. And I think that he's trying to prove a point here. But I think that Greek Freak needs to get together and try to keep his composure and be focused on the playoffs and the finals if he makes it there. So that's what he needs to do. And also another news I want to point out, by the way, PacMan Jones sets Joe Haden eulogy. Joe Haden himself says he didn't have anything to do with it. He didn't ship the jerseys, or he didn't send the jerseys by PacMan Jones's mailbox. So it's been unknown as to who sent those jerseys. And I'm not sure who did it. So that right there makes me seen, and hopefully they get some answers. So really that right there didn't surprise anybody. And I just don't know why that is. So I mean, there's no love and hate. There's no hate between each other. Oh no. He just says, Joe Haden himself says he didn't ship the jerseys nor put them in his mailbox. Someone else did it. Just don't know who did it though. So That remains to be seen right there. I can tell you that right now. So, all you just need to know. Another thing I want to address, by the way, the 5 18-year-olds have been arrested for vandalizing a Calvert High School football field. They were charged for malicious destruction of property and fourth-degree burglary. Now, the Calvert High School football field was vandalized, and it said F the N-word, and then it would be changed and be erased, and it says no hate here. And then basically 5 18-year-olds were arrested for vandalizing a Calvert High School football field in the Prince Frederick, Maryland, by the way. They would be charged for malicious destruction of property and fourth-degree burglary. If these 18-year-olds are convicted, if these 5 18-year-old guys are convicted, they could get jail time for life. So they're going to be in trouble right there. So really not looking good there. Not looking good. I can tell you that. So those pieces of trash, they got what's coming to them. So there you have it, everybody, on that. Other thing I want to get down to, by the way, last night, after Karrion Kross took out Danny Burch, Keith Lee would come out with a contract for NXT Takeover 30. Keith Lee got his name signed, and then he passed it on over to Karrion Kross. He signs the offer for the NXT title match at Takeover 30. And then once Keith Lee got the contract back, by the way, when he opened it, he got a fireball right on him. And that was brutal. That was extreme. Hope Keith Lee's doing okay. Hope he's ready for Takeover 30. He will finally be facing Karrion Kross. Now, Keith Lee will defend the NXT title against Karrion Kross at TakeOver 30, which is about a week away. So, my goodness, I mean, that was ugly. I can tell you that was brutal as it gets. So, once again, everybody, Keith Lee versus Karrion Kross for the NXT at TakeOver 30 for the NXT title, by the way. So, hope Keith Lee's doing okay after he saw a fireball splat right at him. But my goodness, who can do that? But my goodness, that's playing with fire right there. So wait till Takeover 30, everybody. Catch Takeover 30 live on the WWE Network on the free version as well. Free for new subscribers, by the way, everybody. So that's all you need to know. And that right there would say it all. So there, everybody on that. So Keith Lee got hit with the fireball when he opened the contract, and that did not look good. I can tell you that right now. So he will be ready for Karrion Kross when he defends the NXT title against him at Takeover 30. That will be live on the WWE Network. 1 week away, guys. So that's surprise news that we all need right there. So hope Keith Lee does better and wish him a speedy recovery, by the way. So hopefully he's recuperating and he's doing okay. So that's all there is you need to know, everybody. And well, it's a lot. So nothing much of that, everybody. That's all you need to know. That's all, guys. And that's what you guys say right there. That's all there is. Ladies, that's going to do it there for the Clubhouse Sports Board. Please be sure you guys like to subscribe to the Clubhouse Sports Board, both YouTube channel and Facebook page, about any and all means necessary. Be sure to send me your comments, tweet your reactions, your thoughts on Great Freak gets suspended one game for headbutting Moe Wagner. By the way, let me know in the comments what your actual thoughts about that are. I'll address the sponsors, everybody. What are your thoughts exactly on Shanti Blackheart having her car found after it was stolen this past Monday night? Her white Honda Civic LR. Her white Honda Civic LLY TP77 ride, below her gear and her helmet inside. Let me know in the comment section. I'll definitely address sponsors, everybody, on that. So congrats, send your birthday wishes out to Nadia, Sapphire, Ben Hogan, Boogie Cousins, Alan Shearer, and Sebastian Stan. Please send your birthday wishes, birthday shouts, birthday tweets, your birthday comments up in the comment section. please do so. But on that note right there, that's all he needs to do. Your thoughts on 3 FSU players, 3 FSU wide receivers, by the way, saying that spoke out against lack of transparency in coronavirus testing, by the way. What are your thoughts about that? I'll address responses to everybody on that note right there. Your thoughts exactly on Jones Kittle agreeing to a 5-year $75 extension offer. Let me know about the comment section. I'll address responses. What are your thoughts exactly on Travis Kelce agreeing to parameters on a 4-year extension offer that's going to keep him through 2025? Let me know in the comment section what your thoughts on address. I'll address responses to everybody on that note. Let's say on the PFL winning the Synopsis Sports Media Awards.